Hello friends, welcome to my channel 10 Minutes Swatting. Here we will take one chapter at a time and understand all the concepts within 10 minutes. 10 minutes swatting allows you to understand the complete chapter in quick times. It will always help you in revising the chapter even during exams. All these topics are as per the NCERT syllabus. So let's see today which topic we are going to take. Class 6. Geography. Chapter 2. Latitudes and longitudes. Let us divide the topic into its subtopics, which are as follows. Number 1. Globe. Number 2. Locating places. Number 3. Latitudes. Number 4. Climatic zones of the Earth. Number 5. Longitudes. Number 6. Determining time. Number 7. Standard time and time zones. Number 8. International date line. So let's start the subtopics one by one. Subtopic 1. Globe. A globe is a spherical model of the Earth mounted on an axle to allow rotation. The shape of our Earth is a geoid, that is a sphere but flattened at north and south poles. The Earth rotates on an imaginary line passing through its center. This line is known as the axis of the Earth. The 2 points on the Earth's surface that are connected by the axis are called the North Pole and the South Pole. Subtopic 2. Locating places. Latitudes and longitudes are the multiple imaginary lines that help us in locating a place on the surface of the Earth. Relative location describes a location in relation to another location, like my classroom is in front of the principal office. But to know the absolute location on the surface of the Earth, we require its longitude and latitude. Grids are the networks of latitudes and longitudes. Subtopic 3. Latitudes. Latitudes are the imaginary horizontal lines on the Earth's surface which run in the east to west direction. Equator is the central as well as the longest latitude at 0-degree latitude, which divides the Earth into 2 equal halves of northern and southern hemisphere. There are 180 parallel latitudes, 90 to the north of the equator, and 90 to the south of the equator. The value of the latitudes is given in degree north or degree south. There are some important latitudes and their values which are as below. Equator at 0 degrees. Tropic of Cancer at 23.5 degrees north. Tropic of Capricorn at 23.5 degrees south. Arctic Circle at 66.5 degrees north. Antarctic Circle at 66.5 degrees south. Subtopic 4. Climatic zones of the Earth. Equator at 0 degrees divides the Earth into the northern and southern hemisphere. Tropic of Cancer at 23.5 degrees north marks the borderline between the torrid zone and temperature zone in the northern hemisphere. Tropic of Capricorn at 23.5 degrees south marks the borderline between the torrid zone and temperature zone in the southern hemisphere. Arctic Circle at 66.5 degrees north marks the borderline between the temperature zone and north frigid zone in the northern hemisphere. Antarctic Circle at 66.5 degrees south marks the borderline between the temperature zone and south frigid zone in the southern hemisphere. All this green area that comes between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn is known as the torrid zone, while all this blue area that comes between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle is known as the north temperature zone. All this yellow area that comes between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole is known as the North Frigid Zone. All this blue area that comes between the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle is known as the South Temperature Zone, while all this yellow area that comes between the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole is known as the South Frigid Zone. Subtopic 5. Longitudes. Longitudes are the imaginary vertical lines on the Earth's surface which run in the north to south direction. There are 360 parallel longitudes, 180 to the east of prime meridian and 180 to the west of prime meridian. Prime meridian is the central as well as the longest longitude at 0 degrees longitude, which divides the Earth into two equal halves of eastern and western hemisphere. The value of the longitudes is given in degree east or degree west. Subtopic 6. Determining time. Our Earth rotates on its axis. It takes 24 hours to complete one rotation, which causes day and night in respective zones. Let us understand the time. Earth rotates 360 degrees in 24 hours, which means it rotates 15 degrees in 1 hour. 360 degrees divided by 24 equals 15 degrees. Time always increases for the longitudes on the east and time always decreases for the longitudes on the west. For calculating time prime meridian, the longitude at 0 degrees is taken as a base. Prime meridian passes through Greenwich, which is a town in London. Therefore GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, is taken as a base. The time of other places depends upon how many degrees of longitude any place is far from Greenwich. If any place is far from Greenwich towards east, then the time of that place would be more than GMT, and if any place is far from Greenwich towards west, then the time of that place will be less than GMT. Let us understand this concept with an example. For example, if GMT is 1 p.m., then what will be the time at India and New York respectively? Now, before calculating the time in India, we need to know the time zone of India. India's time zone is at 82.50 degrees east longitude. Let's mark it on the map. We know that Earth rotates by 15 degrees longitude in 1 hour. That means to rotate by 82.50 degrees from prime meridian, it will take 82.50 divided by 15 equals 5.50 hours or 5.5 hours. As India is at the east of prime meridian, therefore, time at India will be 1 p.m. plus 5.5 hours equals 6:30 p.m. Similarly, before calculating the time at New York, we need to know the time zone of New York. New York's time zone is at 75 degrees west longitude. Let's mark it on the map. We know that Earth rotates by 15 degrees longitude in 1 hour. That means to rotate by 75 degrees from prime meridian, it will take 75 divided by 15 equals 5 hours. As New York is at the west of prime meridian, therefore, time at New York will be 1 p.m. minus 5 hours equals 8 a.m. Let us take another example. Calculate the time at 30 degrees east and 30 degrees west longitudes if it is 12 noon at Greenwich. Answer: the time difference between 0 degrees and 30 degrees is 30 by 4 equals 120 minutes or 2 hours, as 15 degrees equals 1 hour or 1 degree equals 4 minutes. Thus, at 30 degrees east, the time will be 2 p.m., 12 plus 2. On the other hand, at 30 degrees west, it will be 10 a.m., 12 minus 2. Subtopic 7. Standard Time and Time Zones. Earth rotates 360 degrees in 24 hours, which means 15 degrees in 1 hour and 1 degree in 4 minutes. Now let's imagine if we had to change the time of our watch by 4 minutes every time when we traveled 1 degree of longitude. It could create confusion among us if we take a long journey. Therefore, Sir Sandford Fleming originated a solution of having a worldwide standard time which is similar to the one that we have now. For every 15 degrees of longitude, we have a one time zone. Now there are 360 degrees of longitude. So, we have 24 time zones in the world. Standard time is the time that the residents of a time zone or country keep. It is the local time of the central meridian or central longitude chosen by that country. Like in India, IST, Indian Standard Time, is calculated on the basis of its central longitude at 82.5 degrees, which passes through Allahabad, which lies at the center of the country. The local time of the Greenwich Meridian, the prime meridian, is regarded as the standard time for the United Kingdom. It is known as the Greenwich Mean Time, GMT. The time of other zones is calculated on the basis of GMT. Subtopic 8. International Date Line. International date line is the line of longitude at 180 degrees which runs along the Pacific Ocean. All regions on the east of International Date Line have 1 day less than the regions on the west of International Date Line. For example, if anyone leaves New Zealand, west to International Date Line, on Monday, then he will reach French Polynesia, east to International Date Line, on Sunday, although the flight is only for a few hours. So, you gain 1 day, but inversely if you travel to the west of the International Date Line, then you will lose 1 day. International Date Line is not a straight line. First it slants towards the east so that it may not split up Siberia. Then it moves towards the west again in order to remain on the same path. Then later it slants again towards the east to include small island groups so that these island groups may have the same day as in New Zealand. Then again it moves towards the west in order to remain on 180-degree longitude. That's it, students. Thanks for your time. I hope after learning all these main concepts of the chapter you would be able to revise everything and you would be able to answer all the queries relating to this topic. Next time we will come up to SWOT another topic. Till then, goodbye and have a great learning. For more videos, please like, share, subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for latest notifications.